Hello my friends and welcome to this walkthrough of the text guides for this spring major tournament. Unfortunately I do not have my friend RJ TV with me here today, as we have been having back-to-back tournaments, and I really wanted to have this video out tonight for you all. But the next time I really do hope and see us to be back together on the screen. So my friends, please do not forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, be a sub. Also, if you do want to get some extra help, maybe wants me to design the golf club bag for you, check out patreon.com/golfclashtommy, patreon.com/golfclashtommy. So I think it's time to start here. First of all, I need to mention that you can practice all these holes on tour number 6 for rookie division and tour number 11 for pro and expert division. And now I know tour 11 there is not that many players that has been playing on tour 11 before, so that will make this tournament so hard, and also these text guides will help you tremendously on how to play the holes. Okay, so hole number 1, par 4. You can see 3 lines on the screen here, and the black line is the most common one. When we come to rookie or we come to pro and expert, you're able to go on the white line. Go over, bounce it just over there on the fairway to be close to the pin. If you want to take the safe route, you do take the safe route according to the black line. You can also see a blue line there, and the blue line basically means that you are using a driver with enough topspin to bounce it between the first 2 bunkers and bounce it over to have a long iron to the pin. This hole is a birdie hole, and I'd suggest that you use a big dog if you're playing rookie, or otherwise a viper, but at least that you have a wood club with some distance. The green here is very tricky. Stay on the right side, otherwise we will fall back down to the left. So this is a par 4 where you should be happy with a birdie. So hole number 2, here is, I would say, the easiest hole we actually play this tournament, and even though it's not easy, but the easiest of the tournaments that the tournament hole that we do play. Here, go with the club that you are most comfortable with. The thing that I think you should have in mind is to use a ball with some side spin, because the side spin will help you to get up to the top, basically on top of the pins selection there on top of the on the green, to let it fall back down to the pin, making a possible hole-in-one. We will see people making hole-in-ones in this one, and as you can see here, we're going from the front tee. We are going to play with a wood club. For the second tee, we're going to play with a driver, as we are going to have wind in this tournament that is slightly headwind. And then in the Masters, we're going to play with a driver as well. And wind resistance for the ball, always a wind resistant ball, combined with some side spin if you do have a ball that is combined in that way. And use, what can I say, a couple of bars of backspin if you're playing from with the driver. Use 2-3 bars of backspin. If you're playing with the wood club, you can also go with actually a little bit of topspin actually to get the speed to fall back down to the pin. Hole number 3, first par 5, and here we do have tailwind on all the different levels, so you should go mostly with the white line. If you are playing maybe in rookie and maybe don't have the club that has a much topspin, or maybe not having the ball that will give you the distance, then go with the black line. Then you should be happy enough with a birdie. But to be able to win this tournament, you will be needed to go as close to the rough on top as possible, and then go from there, landing it on the green into making an eagle. So this is definitely an eagle hole, but you need to max overpower your drive, and you need to use a ball, I would say a berserker ball, to give yourself the distance to reach on the first fairway. Hole number 4, I would say the hardest hole in the whole tournament, to be honest. This is a very tricky hole, especially if you play it on the left side. If you're able to have the wind, as we do have on rookie, pro and expert, to go on the right side according to the white line, then I suggest you do that. But you need to have some curl on your shot, combined with some top spin and side spin to the right. If you're going on according to the black line, you can bounce it into the rough just next beside the green with 5 bars of topspin to get it up to the green. Or you can use a wood club or a long iron with a lot of curl. And I'm not saying 50% curl, I'm saying at least 75% of curl. And then make a couple of bars of side spin and backspin, then you will be land nicely onto the green. This hole is more easier in that way to spot when it comes to the video guides here on the channel, so check those out. So here again, use a long iron that you do have some distance. Sure, if you do have if you're playing on the front tee, maybe you're having a Cataclysm with some a little bit more backspin, or you may be having a Guardian or a Sniper with so much more backspin, then I would suggest to do that. Big Dog is only the selection if you're not having anything else in a decent level. Hole number 5, part 3, also a tough part 3, and here you can see you have many lines here. I would say skip the yellow line, to be honest. That is a tough approach, and you will be so much dependable on the bounce that you do get. You can go on the left side using some curl combined with side spin to the right and 3 bars of backspin going with your driver. Otherwise, the most common way to play it is according to the black line or to the white line, because using the right side of the green will make the ball fall down too close to the pin, at least give you like a 5-6 yard putt, and that is a putt which you do every day. This is a hole where you should be very happy with a birdie. Don't think about the eagle or the hole in one, because this is a hole where I would say 99% will be making a birdie. Hole number 6. Now we come to a fun hole, especially now when we do have some tailwind. You should just blast this down the middle. Don't think about the rough, don't think about the bunker, blast it down the middle. The important part here for you is that you're having that you're putting out a ball with some distance combined with having the driver that reached the longest. To try to go over the bunker at first place, otherwise try to bounce it according to the white first marker, to bounce it to get as far as possible there on the fairway. If you're not able to reach, then you go full blast into the rough, trying to bounce it out onto the fairway to at least give yourself an opportunity to reach for your second shot. Hole number 7, a fun hole, and I would say due to the winds that we do have in the tournament, skip the white line immediately, because you will not, with the winds, be able to reach over there. You will need to have tailwind to go with the white line. It's the black line that goes. You need to put yourself in front of the trees, or like up front of the trees, so you don't have the trees in play. The trees will otherwise put yourself in a position where you need to curl it around and maybe make a slide shot, which is very tough. So go as far as possible here on the fairway, then you will have a long iron or a sniper for the pin. When you approach the pin or the green, stay away from the right side, because if you fall back down there, you will not have enough backspin to get the ball to stop according to the pin. Then you will miss no matter what you do. So that is a very tough approach. So rather take a small adjustments more out to the left and curl it a little bit more instead, to stay away from the right side. Hole number 8. This is a hole where many people will make a par as well, because the bunkers are very tough. If you're not having curl on your club, then you should go on the right side with the according to the white line. You bounce it there with 45 bars of side spin to the left. With a wood club, you will have 1 bar of top spin. If you're having a driver, you're using 2.5 bar of backspin. If you are going with the black line, you need to have curl. Curl it from what will that be? Yeah, you curl it into the right, and you're using side spin, as much side spin as possible on your driver or your wood club, combined with 2 or 3 bars of backspin. If you're playing from the second tee, or if you're playing from the first tee and having a maxed out rocket or a club with a lot of backspin, I would say at least 75 in backspin, then you're able to go directly onto the green, take the bunkers out of play, and just make the ball stop close to the pin. That is the best approach if you feel accurate enough with your drive, but you need to have backspin. You need to have backspin. From the third tee, sure, with a maxed out Apocalypse level 7, that could be possible, but it's still a very, very tough approach. Hole number 9, we end with a par 5. That is, I would say, in Pro and Expert, that is a possible eagle hole, that's for sure, and a must eagle, I would say, to be able to win the tournament. In Rookie, this one will be tough, as we're not having that much topspin on a driver, because to get to the green in 2, you need to bounce over the bunker. You really need to do that. The thing, when you come over the bunker, then you need to use the wood club with most topspin and distance that you do have, and hopefully be able to reach over the rough patch, as you can see the second marker of the white line, to let it roll down to the pin. That is a very, very tough shot, and you need to use a ball with distance. So put out a Titan, put out a Berserker or something like that, and go with that instead. If you want to go on the right side, you can put yourself up to the rough there on the right, but then you need to have a very good shot there, and I've seen some people making a hook shot from that distance, but it doesn't. I would say in general that is only applied on masters. If you want to go on the right route, otherwise you put yourself over according to the blue line. So use the wood club with most distance. That is the key for this hole, and don't be sad if you make a birdie. Not everybody will, but many people will. So my friends, do not forget to hit subscribe here on the channel. Here are the text guides. Please make as many comments as possible here on the video. I will be happy to answer you. The next time I will have RJTV with me for another text guide walkthrough. So I hope you enjoyed it, and again, I will see you on the course tomorrow on stream, which will be main account with qualifier there. So good luck in the spring major tournament.